And welcome to Asirvia Prosquad TV. Today we are one person less, and that happens every so often. Not everybody can get on these calls that we do every single day. That's all right. We still get on them. We still bring them to you some way, one way or another. My name is Joe Russo. I am Advertising Pro, and I've got Justin Epplin here with me. He is Affiliate Pro, and yeah, buddy, we are here to talk to you about mindset. All about the mindset. If you don't have the mindset, if your mind ain't right, you ain't gonna be right. I mean, it's just the bottom line. Your mind has to be right in order to be right. And so what we're about, what Asirvia is about, is all about getting your mind right, getting your heart right, because your heart has to be in it too. And I know me and Justin and everybody that we have on this show, we're all in it. And the people that Justin has met just recently, there's no doubt that people are in it. So people talk about positivity all the time, right, Justin? I mean, and I think in our society now, we've heard it so much, it's just kind of, oh yeah, positivity. It just kind of goes over our head, right? But it really, really means something. If you're not positive about something, well, guess what? There's only one other way to be: negative. There's a positive, there's a negative. If you're not positive about something, the only logical way to be other than that is to be negative. There is no middle ground. You're not going to just ease your way into something. You're not going to just kind of sit there and be like, oh, well, we'll kind of make it happen. You gotta create that mindset in yourself. So whatever you got to do on a daily basis, when you wake up, when you eat lunch, when you go to bed at night, whatever you got to do to get your mind right, to make sure that you are in it. I'm gonna just give an example, because I watched it. I wasn't able to make it to the event just out of circumstances in my family that I had to deal with. But I watched the live event from my phone, and it seems crazy, but I watched Laura Hardy up there on stage, and she talked about getting her mind right, right? She talked about the Wonder Woman pose, okay? And I sat there thinking, you know what? That makes sense, because 2 minutes every day from the time she started, probably still, that she wakes up every single morning and gets herself in that pose. It is kind of like a dominant type of confidence pose that she gets herself in, and talks into the mirror and just says some positive stuff to herself about who she is, what she does, what she's gonna do, and all this stuff. And you hear that a lot, but man, that stuff works, because if you are throwing negative thoughts into your mind every single morning, it's not going to work. I keep rambling on a little bit, and I know we kind of go back and forth here, but that to me stuck out the other day. There was other stuff that stuck out, but this kind of goes in line with what we were talking about here. So, Justin, I know you got some mindset stuff to talk about, and some positivity, and some stuff you want to throw out, and the things that you learned, which is totally just blowing me away every time I hear about it. But Justin, please just do it, man. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you, Joe, I am friggin' pumped. That is the only way to say it. I am absolutely more supercharged than I have in my entire life. And the reason for it is because who I got to spend some time with. Now, the people I got to spend some time with happen to be top reps in the company. You know, they're successful for a reason. It's not by accident. It's not by coincidence. It's not by happenstance. It is because they literally have the most positive mindset every single day. You know what I did? And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tag Laura Hardy in this. I did my Wonder Woman pose today. Did you? You know what? I felt better. She was absolutely right. And you know what? I gotta be honest, I thought it was total BS when she went through it on stage. But it's totally true. It really is. I Wonder Woman'd out today. Did you? So I'm gonna say some other things. I hung out with guys with the names of, obviously, Zach, Scott, Kelly, Tina, Laura, Curry. All these names, if they're not familiar to you yet, they will be very soon. They are the people that are true mentors. They have never stopped growing their business. They've never stopped being a leader. They've never stopped mentoring. They never moved into what they called management mode. Management mode kills a person. It means you're doing nothing but managing other people. If you're not leading by example, you are just not doing it right. And that's one of the things I wanted to expound on. Not doing it right. Why would you try and pursue something that is not successful? It just doesn't make sense. Do things that are in your life that are positive. If there are positive people in your life, gravitate towards them. If there are negative people in your life, remove the negativity. Remove that toxin from your life. Even if it comes down to straight up unfriending them on Facebook, that may be what it takes for them to get the clue that they are that negative that they're trying to impose on your day. I went to this event not really knowing in all of my heart to know what to expect. I got there a day early just to make sure that I would be able to make it to the cruise ship on time and all that kind of stuff. The first guy I met out of my entire upline was Gil. Gil Hudson is a fantastic leader. Not only is that, he's an inspirational leader at that. He said that we went through tons of stuff, and I've got weeks worth of content now to be able to expound on. I couldn't do it in a single Zoom. I couldn't do it in 5 Zooms. I probably couldn't do it in 10 Zooms because I've got that much to say about it. If you don't feel the enthusiasm that I have through this Zoom right now, turn it off. Swear to God, turn it off because I'm not talking to you. But if you do, if you feel that fire, if you're sick of that 9 to 5, if you're sick of the BS that your boss gave you, if you got to turn in a TPS report or any of that kind of crap, I'm going to tell you, I know Asirvia doesn't have TPS reports I have to turn in. You are the owner of your own business. You are the one that's in charge of your own success. Will your upline help you? Will your mentors help you? Hell yes, they will. I will tell you that from personal experience. My upline has helped me tremendously to get me where I am. Did they ever drop anything for me? Nope, sure didn't. I told them not to. And I'll tell you why. Because when I make it on stage and I'm $1 million earner a month for my company, I want to be able to say that I'm self-made, that I did not take the easy way. I didn't complain to my upline saying, I can't do it, whine, cry. I'm not that guy. I don't want those people on my team. I want nothing but 100% committed, positive people on my team because that's what it takes to get to a billionaire. That's my personal goal. Whatever your personal number is, some people have a $10 million goal. Some people have a $100 million goal. Get there. If you have a problem getting there, we will help you. If you have a stifling experience in your life and you need to reach out for some positivity, reach out. That's what we're here for. That's what I reach out for. Scott Whitney told me a couple of things, and you know what? The one thing that stuck to me the most, and it was a speech that he did when he was on stage, not even at the event, it was actually on the cruise, is it doesn't even matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because it doesn't even matter. And you know what? I didn't even understand what it really meant when he first said it. But when I got to talk to him after the fact, I'm like, what did you really mean by that? He goes, it doesn't matter. Everything doesn't matter. The bills don't matter. The house payment doesn't matter. All the other bullshit in your life doesn't matter. What does matter is waking up every morning with that positive mindset. Because you can speak things into existence in your life, and I've seen people do it all the time. The positive people speak positive things into their lives. I want to make $1 million. I want to make more money. How am I going to do that? I'm going to work a little harder in this avenue of my life. 1, 2, 3, 4. I follow steps that already have been laid out for success. Boom, I'm positive. Boom, I did those steps, and now I've gotten the results that I was looking for. Same thing in the reverse. The negative people in your life. Woe is me, whiners, bitch, cripe, and complainers, pikers, whatever you want to call them. Oh my God, my life's so terrible and I can't deal with it. Oh, well, I have this horrible thing going on. You know what? Cut them out. They hold nothing for you. They hold absolutely nothing for your positive future. They're only a debt to your account on life. What I wanted to get to is a zero toxicity debt is what I'm going to call it. A zero toxicity debt means exactly this. You are cutting out all of the negative influences in your life. If one of your friends is negative, give them an opportunity to be like, hey, I noticed what you posted the other day. That's really negative stuff. Can we talk about how to turn turn your frown upside down? You need to make a personal assessment at that point. If they don't give you the right answer, your right answer, they're not your tribe. They're not your people. I have found my people. My people are successful to the point where they own multiple houses. They own multiple cars. They own multiple boats. They all have money in the bank. They are liquid. They are successful at life. And above and beyond that, they're successful in their positive attitude. And when I must have spent probably almost 100 hours with Scott Whitney over the last 8 days. That man has inspired me to the point where I cannot shut up. I am supercharged. I am absolutely so amped. I can't even see straight on some occasions. When I got home to tell my wife, she said, "You're actually shaking. You're so excited to be able to tell me about your experience." And I said, I am. I really am, because this changed my life. Asirvia, in the beginning, I did it to get my advertising cost to zero for my gun shop. Then I realized that if I put in a little bit of extra wrench time, that I could make a revenue stream in my life. Then I realized after that, when I earned the incentive cruise, that this is a company in its own right. That I own another company now. And for the investment, look at the cost, guys. Look at the cost versus look at the reward. It's not even on the same time zone. The cost is so minuscule, yet the reward, not only to your personal business, to your life, to your mindset, to just every aspect of your life gets better by being part of Asirvia. Whether it's just making more money at your current business, making money in Asirvia, going on the incentive cruise, going to the events, it will recharge your life battery, is what I'm going to call it. Your life battery. Every day you're on the drain. Every day. You have to get to a point where, I get a vacation. Boom. Oh, I'm recharged. Well, that's exactly that. Why do you go on vacations? To get away from all the 9 to 5, all the stress, all the crap, all that kind of stuff. Wouldn't it be better if every day was a vacation? Wouldn't it be better if every day you could do whatever amount of work that you wanted to? Wouldn't it be better if you never had to answer to a boss ever again? If you were only ever accountable only to yourself? That's what Asirvia offers. That kind of freedom. That kind of personal, walk away from corporate America freedom. I'm going to give you a little bit about just me personally. 2 days before I went on the incentive cruise, there was a gentleman who walked into my gun shop. He was a lawyer. I hate lawyers. Not going to lie, I hate lawyers. But this particular one I was willing to hear out because he had a check in his hand. He came in and said that there was a investment group that wanted to purchase my gun shop as an investment. I almost told him to piss off. Almost did. Almost did. But you know what? I didn't. I said, well, why don't you leave your information? I'm going to be out of the country for about a week. When I get back, I'll get back in touch with you, and then maybe we could talk some business. He left a $1.1436 million check on my desk, along with, obviously, the contractual paperwork and all that kind of stuff for me to walk away from my gun shop. The day I left, I was not even really considering it. After spending one day with my Asirvian brotherhood and all the other positive people, you know what? I'm going to cash out. I'm going to cash out because I found where I friggin' belong. I belong with positive people. I believe I deserve to be on the level that they are. And you know what? If I follow the steps and I follow the path, I know I'll be there. It is not difficult. It is not difficult to make $1 million. I've just found that out. You just have to be in the right avenue to do it. I've done other network marketing. I've done other multi-level marketing, and I failed miserably. This one is different. This is not a health food product. This is not a get skinny quick product. This is not a you have to go to the gym every day and put in hours and hours worth of work product. This is a if you want to make more money product. Period. If you want to make more money for yourself, if you want to make more money for your business, if you want to make more money for other people, if you want to make money and grow your team, you have all of those options as a part of Asirvia. My mindset completely 180 when I was on this cruise. I went on there and I was worried about the bills I had to pay, the stress that was in my life, the toxic people that were pushing that negativity and that toxin into my head. After this cruise, I realized I need to guard my eyes and my ears. I need to make sure that I have all of the things, all the items that I need to have. I need to make sure I have all the tools. And when I say tools to run this business, you know what I need? A smartphone and a positive attitude. Every other business I've ever been a part of, that list goes on and on and on and on and on and on, and it's all access costs. This is not that. This is you put in work, you see rewards. You put in work, you get money for it. You put in work, you go on an incentive cruise. I ended up walking away, to be completely candid, over the last week. I got paid to go to the Bahamas for 3 days, have a fantastic time with the most awesome people I've ever been with. I walked off the cruise with money. I got more money in Miami. And then on top of that, I get to come back and address my team and let them know how far further we're going into the stratosphere because of one little thing. And you know what? I'm going to go there. I'm going to do it. Boom. There it is. The brand new Go devices. Right there. If you had any question about whether this thing works, I'm going to tell you this point blank. I've posted the statistics for it before, and I'm going to post them again. 1.5 hours, 92 minutes exactly to when I looked at it, from the time I activated until the time I checked it, 200 web clicks. 200. You show me anything else on the planet and to do that, I will quit Asirvia and I'll go do that right now. But you can't, because I'm an IT guy. I've looked for it for over a decade and I can't find it. That little device has changed the game on advertisement. It has changed the game on getting in front of people. People stream everything now. Their TV, their radio, their content, all over the place. They're always on their phone. You go out to dinner at a restaurant, 80% of their people are on the damn phone the whole time you're sitting there. If you don't think this is a viable marketing method, you are absolutely delusional. The new Go Plus is mind-blowingly good. You can not only just save deals now, you can share them with friends. So if you're in proximity and you get the deal and Joe's in Atlanta, Georgia, and he wants to see what I have to show him, boom, share. Now he could take advantage of that deal. And if the deal changes, it changes in the wallet too. So if it was 20% off and they upped it to 30% off, I don't know about you, Joe, but I'd take the extra 10% off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
of course.
I mean, it makes sense, right? So here it is, point blank. If you have not considered Asirvia a viable career path, you really need to. If you were thinking you had to go to college to make $1 million, you don't. You just straight up, you don't. I went to high school, I went to college, I got my degrees, I played that game. You know what it cost me? $49,000 that I had to pay for myself personally. It took a lot of my other contemporaries and my peers much, much more money than that to finish their degree, because either they had to have and they had to live somewhere or whatnot. But now they've got a mountain of student debt. Instead of starting at negative 5,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 in life, would you rather start at zero and start forward? Because I don't know about you, I don't want to go from the negative to get to zero and then have to go forward. I'd rather just start at zero and go forward. The investment with this is so small. The benefits are so big, so big. If you don't see the power of Bluetooth proximity marketing yet, I guarantee, walk into a bar or a restaurant with me that has already got it implemented, and you will see how many people statistically are more in that restaurant than any other restaurant in the local area. It doesn't matter if it costs more. They got deals. That's what I'm putting to people. Your mindset dictates your personal space. If you go to work every day and you hate your life and you hate your job and you speak bad things will come. If you go out and you decide that today is the day I want real financial freedom and you join the team, you have an entire upline that is more than willing to help you. Not just myself personally, but all of the master reps in the company as well. They make it easy to talk to them. Not one of them had an ego. Every single one of them was the most humble, successful person I've ever met. So I want to say this in closing. For my portion, at least, I'm going to kick it back to Joe here for a minute anyway. Make your mindset nothing but positive. Stop the toxicity in your life. You will thank me for it. Just like I'm thankful right now that I got to spend that time with Scott Whitney and Gil Hudson and Laura and Kelly and Tina and all. I could keep going on the list of how thankful I am for all the time I got to spend with all of these people. You know what? All I can say is just go on the next incentive trip. You'll be just as thankful. Go to the next event. You will be just as supercharged when you come home. You will be just as amped to build your business as you were on day one when you heard about it and you decided that today is the day that I am going to start working on me and stop working for corporate America, because corporate America doesn't care. They don't. They could care half an ounce about you, not even that. You are a number to them. You're only as good to them as the last amount of money you brought to them. Hold yourself personally accountable. I'm going to tell you that right now. Look into the camera right now. I want you to hold yourself personally accountable for your position in life. It is no one other's fault than your own. If you are not successful, you need to change something. You can always do that. That's one of the great things about life, is you can always start over with a different attitude. That's the one decision you get to make every morning. Am I going to have a good attitude? Am I going to have a crappy attitude? Have that good attitude. Be inspirational to others. You will find a personal level of satisfaction that you have never felt before. I guarantee it. What I am going to say in closing is the last statement, because I've got so much, and we've got so much time that I could spend on this. And you're just going to have to tune in for the next episode, so to speak. I don't want to be it on a cliffhanger like that, but we're going to be going over how-to videos. We're going to be over how to grow your team videos. We're going to be going over every aspect of how to make yourself successful. If you watch these videos and you don't find a level of success, message me. Me personally, Justin Eplin, E-P-L-I-N. Message me personally and tell me that you have bought into Asirvia and you haven't found that level of success yet. I will make you successful. I personally put my name on it. You can ask any person on my team, Joe, Crystal, Carlos, Matt, my wife, anybody. I make you successful because I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable for your own level of success. If you want to be marginally successful, I'll only marginally hold you accountable. If you want a level of success that gives you financial freedom, that you walk away from the corporate life, that you can run your entire enterprise from either a laptop or a smartphone, join the team. Come into the Zoom. Bring a friend. Invite a friend. Let them see what you're a part of. When they see this, it's it. Once they go to an event, it's over. They will reevaluate their entire life of what they're doing right now. I've had everything from engineers to marketing managers to CEOs quit their job to become a part of Asirvia. Yeah, I had a CEO walk away from his job because he saw more potential in his Asirvia business than he did where he was. Because I asked him, I was like, how long has it been since you got a raise? 7 years. 7 years. He didn't get a raise. I get a raise every month. Every day. Why would you not take the way of freedom versus the way of indentured servitude? Do you want to go in and work on Saturday? Okay. No. You don't want to work on Saturday. You want to go to the beach. You want to go spend time with your family, with your wife, your children. When I watched Curry and I saw the picture of his son hugging a laptop, it broke my heart. That he has to work so hard at something else that it made me so much more proud when he told me he was quitting his job because he wanted to spend time with his family. When I saw him say that on a Zoom, it just blew me away. When I talked to him at the event, he just blew me away about his positive attitude. And his family had to sacrifice so much. He traveled 80% of the year for several years. Could you imagine being away from your family that much? I couldn't. You know what? He's a stronger guy than I am being away from his family that long. But I will tell you this. I am stoked at the fact that he will no longer have to live that lifestyle. That he will be able to hug his son every night. That he'll be able to eat dinner with his family every night. That's what I want for everyone. I want you to be able to feel that freedom. Because it doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? It doesn't freaking matter. The bills, the rent, the bullshit. It doesn't matter. If you have the right mindset and you have the right people in your life, you will be successful. You can't help it. I guarantee it. I watched it. I'm a product of it. Joe is a product of it. Gil is a product of it. The list goes on and on and on and on. Find that freedom. Find that fire that makes you want to get up in the morning. Use that fire to use it towards your Asirvia business. Build your business. Build your team. Make a lot of money. I really hope you make a ton of money because it will give you that true freedom that when I went on the event, I swore to myself I wasn't even going to look at my credit card statement because it didn't matter. And I was absolutely right. It didn't. Because what I've made in Asirvia far eclipsed what I spent on that vacation. You know, I came back as a better person, a better leader, inspired, a mentor now. That I can push you over the edge. If you have something that's holding you back, let me push you. Run with me. You can keep up at my pace, I promise. I will make sure you can. So what I'm going to do is this. Look inside yourself tonight. Take all day, from whenever you see this, whatever time is day, morning, noon, or night, whatever you see this, take from the time that you see it until the end of that night when you're going to bed. Think about what I've said. If you want to be able to make sure that your life is yours and no one else's, contact someone on our team. Joe, I'm going to leave it with you, bud, because I know you got some things to say before we sign off tonight.
Yeah, Justin. I mean, really, dude, you said it all, man. Like, adding on to that to me would kind of taint what you said because you really hit home to I think a lot of people out there. Um, you tugged at the heartstrings. You let them know what it's all about. It's not all about you. It's not about me. It's not even really about the company we're with, Asirvia. It's about you. This whole company is out there to serve you in the first place. It's to serve me, to serve Justin, to serve everybody. And I want to kind of reiterate, this is not your ordinary team. If you've ever been in a network marketing business before, more than likely you were more at the bottom line or close to it, or maybe even in the middle. You didn't have direct access to the top. You didn't have direct access to the big players in the game, the guys that are really making it happen. And you didn't have direct access to the owners. We do. We do. So
I want to tell you this right now. I have Don Smith's personal cell phone number. I have Andre's personal cell phone number, our chief marketing officer. I have Don LaPlume's personal cell phone number. I have Kevin Marino's personal cell phone number. I have Scott's personal cell phone. I can go through the entire list of all the people all over.
right.
Not only do I have their personal cell phone numbers, I'm friends with them all on Facebook. We talk all the time. Business strategies, where we're going, all that kind of stuff. And it inspires the hell out of me because I know what I have working for me already, what I can do, and then where we can all go together. So I'm sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good, man. And that just reiterates everything that I just said. So like I said, I don't want to add too much onto what you've said already because the last couple of episodes we put together, we're just getting started, really. Like, we did some stuff before. This really is going to blow your mind, what we're about to bring to you. So I'm going to leave it at there. Again, we are the Asirvia Prosquad, a part of Asirvia Prosquad TV. This is our network right here, bringing it to you. I am Joe Russo, Advertising Pro. Got Justin Eplin, of course, Affiliate Pro. BJ Walden not here with us today. He is Listing Pro, but I'm sure that he will be back very soon. But glad to bring this to you guys, and we are done. We will see you next time with a bunch more stuff. Take it easy, guys.